Hello friends. Today our topic is related to paste event in JavaScript. So this event is commonly used while we are working on the chat application, file based application or something like similar. Okay, so we will today explore this paste event. What are the or different functionality we can achieve with this paste event, how we can paste, add the paste event, what are the steps to do this this thing. So it will also tell us that how the file system works in the browser. So this is very unique topic, and you can achieve many things from this. Mostly what happen is we have to just create some button and input type file button, and then we able to click on that, and we have to just directly select the file, and we have to manipulate that file and send to server. So this is normally happen. This is normally people do, and many developers do. But if the functionality is required differently, for example, if someone says that okay, it should be with the button, we are able to upload through the button, or we have to upload using the control V. For example, we have to copy file from our local system, and we have to just paste into the browser. That how it will work. Okay, so this is the thing that we will explore today, that how it works. I just created or simple paste this template over here. Let me share my screen and just we have to start exploring this feature. This is a simple template that I created, and I have to just add pasted our text area in here. Why I pasted this one? Because mostly we require that the functionality we need is we have a text area, we have to write some text, and after that we have to upload any image, upload the image URL over here, for example, from the admin side, for example. So we are just adding the post inside that we have to upload it, server image. This is what we do normally. Okay, so this functionality also worked in the Stack Overflow. If you check, if you try to add any question, so it will also, when you write some text, you wanted to add some reference image, definitely you will paste image, and then the URL from the server pasted into the text area. So after that you submit it, and the everything is posted to the server into the database, and you can view it anywhere using different templates. You can either you are working on the server side Java, server side sorry, client side. So you can easily display that image with the text on your client side. Like there are many blogging examples are there. So let's start with this one, that how it works. Actually, I created all the already created all this functionality, so I can explain it better in details. So let me share with some. I created an HTML file, and I have to edit some bootstrap classes, and yeah. So there are some scrolling events that I used over here. So there are many more things that I used. Let me explain in details that how it works actually. I just write it the references in the notepad file. I'll show it. I will share with you, and we will check that how it works actually. Okay, so how many libraries we are used in this project? We use the OWL Corazol. So this is the JavaScript library to scroll between the images. So this is for that purpose, and we will explore a little bit. If you want to learn more about the file reader, DOM content load event, data transfer event, or a paste event, so you can go here. This is a recommended website where you can explore more legitimate documentation, so you can learn more from there. So after the video, inside the video description, I will add these references. Okay, so also I created the GitHub link. If you would like to check this stuff, you can easily check from there. Yeah, and you can also check the demo inside the video description, and I will share with you guys shortly. Okay, so let's start with the source code, that how it works. Let me share my screen again because I was on the different screen. Okay, so yeah, here I have created an index.js file. In that, I created DOM content event document that event listener DOM content loaded. So when the DOM content of the browser loaded, I have to just check the paste event. Like anything is pasted inside this one, in the when the document is loaded. So we will check that either what kind of file is coming. It could be image file, it could be PDF file, it could be simple text file or anything. But in this example, I am just checking for the images because our functionality is related to the image. So that's why I just place that. I just check over here on the JavaScript code that if the item.type index of image is found, then go inside and display the model and paste all the images into that. So if you see that over here, I have added a for each loop. Before that, for each loop, I have created the local storage. Sometime to manage the files, for example, when you upload the image, you have multiple images. Either you want to, maybe some inappropriate image is uploaded, so you would like to remove the image, add the image again, like this. So you can use this feature, local storage item, to control the files on the client side, like on the browser level. So you can manipulate this over here, and you can further manipulate the data or images, your images, and you have to continue with that. So this is I have to check if the kind is file and then image. So you have to, what you do is, if equal to 0, and you just have to put it over here, display the model, because if this is a for each loop and it will go again and again and again. So I just display the model, bootstrap model. Basically, this is a bootstrap model that is I already created over here, in the client side over here. And sorry, if you check over here, it will you can see all that stuff over here. So this is a bootstrap common models. In this, I will display all the images that I will paste it, and we can see, we can click and we can change. We can check all the images one by one. If we would like to delete those images, we can delete that. Okay, so let's try with this one, that how it works. Let me first make it a refresh and check that how it works. Okay, when I will try to paste, if I will not focus in this one, I will try to pay. Let me download some images, for example, Google Images, and I try to download some sample images, and let me download 2 or 3 images so we can test it properly. And let's see how it goes. And we will do it fast. I didn't downloaded any images for now. I will do it on the desktop, and I create a folder here, and images. I'll do this one here, save image one, and let me save any other image. Let's save this one, save image as. It's pretty slow, make it fast. Sorry guys, my system is stuck. Just a moment. Yes, now it is loaded, and okay, we have two images in enough. Let me do this one also, if it is workable. So yes, okay. Let's test these, and let's check what's the output of this. If I try to, you know, copy these images. If I'll find the images folder, images, there, here it is. So if I'll check this one, I will copy the images. Before pasting, I will try to try to inspect it, so I can explain it very well, that how it works, what is the output when we will. I'll try this one. Okay, so if I paste it outside this section, it returns me that please click into the text area. So because our target is the text area, not the browser. So I already explained this in this function, that we are just checking for the target area. If we will go here and we will check that type message. Okay, so in that, if the focus is available in this text area, you can perform that functionality over here. Otherwise, you have to go in the else condition and alert it. You can use any toaster messages or other stuff, because this is just for the sample, to just explain you guys that what is the concept behind. So how we can target a specific element. So I did this check, and now if we will click inside this one, that let's see how it works. See, this is how it works. And see, we have three images, and this is the data transfer item. So data transfer item, basically this is a concept that in the vanilla JavaScript, that anything that is dragged or that is pasted or any other event that is related to any file system is called data transfer item. So data transfer item is also used for the drag and drop also. So I already explained that we did this in over here in the notepad, that we have this all these documents over where we can check this functionality, and we can use it accordingly wherever required. So if we will check this one in the documentation, let's check the documentation over here. Yes, we have here file reader, and we have the other one that we are just checking this one, that how it works. Let's see, go here, and this is data transfer. Data transfer object represents one drag data item during the drag drop options. Each drag event has a data transfer property which contains a list of drag data items. Each items in the list is a data transfer object item. So here we have because when we pasted something or we have to drag into the browser, we can also use the drag event to drag and drop over here. So that's why we are using this one. So in this, you can see that we can switch between the images, and we can check that how it works. So this is basically this functionality achieved by the Corzol library that I already explained in the start, that how this scroll is working. So basically this is the OWL Corzol mean.css, and we are using this to switching between the images. So you can also customize this by name, and you have to click here to remove the images and delete the image by using the data storage items. So, local storage items, like we have already local storage items. If we will check this one, if I'll paste it again, let me remove it and we will paste it again, and we check that what is the how much length of this one we have pasted. Console.log, and we can check that what get item, sorry, local storage get item, and key name is get file length. So if we will check this one, get item. So we can check when we will paste it again. Let me remove it and paste it again, refresh, and I will use these same images over here again. So I can now check. This is not working. Why? Let me check. Console.data and length items. Get item, file length, set item. Yeah, I already used here get items, get item file length. Yes, it should come up, but I think so. Maybe the cache issue. We will check together. No issues. Here JS, and here I have added this one, and let's see if the codes is still available or not. So we can easily check it over here. Before going further, as you can see that this is not printed here because of cache. So if I refresh hard, I can get it now, see. So let me paste it again, control C, and I will paste it. It tells me that I have downloaded that total three files over here. Okay, for example, if I remove this one and I try to copy only for example two images, and it paste inside, it tells me that I have pasted two images now. Okay, so each time when we will paste inside the text area, it will just override that local storage key item inside over here. It will every time when we paste in this text box, it will override the length of the file system. What is the how many files we have pasted, it will override it, and it will tell us the final results, that how much files we have just pasted over here. There are some more functionality. Before going into this function, we will just go over here and we will check that what items are we pasted. We already checked the item, by the way, before the for each, but it will we have to, after that we have to add filter. For example, if I control Z, and if I'll try to paste any PDF or something else, if I'll go here and I check some PDF file, for example. So if I'll try over here now, and what will be the output here now? So it tells me that it is something related to PDF. See, so it is the type is file, but it now the type is changes. That's why the I just I in the start of the video I just told you guys that we are just checking for the images, because right now we have to achieve the functionality of pasting image inside the text area. So this is how it works, and let me try another files also. If there is any text file available in my source, so we will try that also. If I, for example, this is a JSON file, I will try this one. It tells me that this is a JSON file, and you can check this one. So this file system is very strong. This paste paste file is very, you can handle any kind of files. For example, there are a lot of example of a file sharing system where this paste event is used. You can use the Google Drive, or if you use the Dropbox, where you have to manually upload the images, or you just have to drag and drop or paste the images. So all functionalities work perfectly. So right now I just focusing on the paste event. That's why I'm just giving you the examples. You can explore more with the things that I already shared. So if I try to use this paste event, it will tell me that it is MP4 video. See, so there are a lot of stuff you can do with this paste event, and you just have to achieve the functionality without any issue. So this is it, and after that, let's move further into the more details, that how it works. Okay, when we will go inside this one, we already explore that one. Let's check that item. There is a item, each single item, when we will paste, there is a array of items. That could be anything, that could be PDF images or anything. So when we tried it over here, item.get file, it is getting as a file base 64. Let me display it more in more details after this one. Let me comment this for now, and we will explore that what it returns after that. So if I refresh again, and I will try to copy and paste it again, and let's check that what it says now. If I'll copy it now and I try to paste it now, see the difference. So it gives me a lot of information. In this one, it is giving me the full file object over here. So you can see that this is the file name I pasted. So if we will go back and we will check where we are getting these images, we can check that properly. And the second thing is, we are just pasting over here. This is also another file that we just pasted. So total two items we pasted in this one, and we got those information over here. So both type is image file type, and type image JPEG image JPEG. So that's why it comes in, because we have already applied the condition over here in the code. Okay, so that's it. And furthermore, when we will go into this function, this is already explained that what is this? This is returning us the file object. That file object contains a lot of things. That what is the size, type, and name, and last modified date, and last modified Unix timestamp. Over here, it gives us. So we have to further, display in the modal. That's why we have to, use this function to check further that how it is. So we apply the scroll, we have the bigger image display over here, and after that we have to, we just have to send the images, images data, file data. For example, file data, we have to just make the file data, file name, element, and the index. So for fit this index, we have to just, iterate the slider. For slider, we just have the data slide number one, two, three, whatever the slide number, and we also had to remove posted image. You can also use this class and remove the, just remove that image. As I told you that we have can control the images using the local storage. So also I have to add the tip, but this is not working right now because I didn't add the class. So you can use it if you would like to use. This is a data image index that is used for the scrolling images. So this is it, and I have to set the width and image width and sort of bullet to border, solid border 1 pixel, and width 100%. So this is what I did, and the results, render results, this is image source that is coming inside. So yeah, this is all we have to this basically, this is all for the slider data. When the when we set as on load images, you had to just iterate those images and display them in the scroll. After that, we play the slider is that doing their job that we already added in the library with current position interval. We can also automate the slider that how many time after it should move the images and check the for now we have to just, set is 500, and we are not changing it anymore. So these are the slides, and some of the classes already, we mention over here to connect with this one. If you will find those classes here, you will button slide. See, if you will click on this one, and you can check over here button slide and slide, so it will change accordingly with this all features. So if you would like to go to the next slide or previous slide and change slide, you can see that this is how the library function works. And I have added this one. When on click, so the slide ultimately change after some time. So this is the function that we have to display over here. And let's refresh again and try that how it works. If I refresh and try to paste it again, let me check again, and now you can see that the same scrolling image and next and previous. There are more functionality. You can set properties to check for the course zone that after how many time it should change, left right buttons over here. There is a, lot of features of this one, but I use the basic features to just display the data and just to show you that how it works, how the paste event works, and how we can check the different file type and all that. So after that, yes, let's move further a little bit after this one. When we will complete this one, the last functionality is that is remaining is sent to the server. In here, if you see that we already discussed that we already storing the number of files. When everything is 100% confirmed, we just have to, uh, complete the data, and we have to just, go ahead. So let me just check a little bit more things, and I will let you know that how these are working. Basically, for displaying image inside this one, we have done something that is base 64 image. That is very important that I would like to share with you guys. So let me just show you. When we paste it in here, what we see actually, that is very important. So if we will check over here, we have set as data image. Okay, so it is converting the file system to data image, so we can display it over here. Same thing when you will use WhatsApp, it convert the data image into the base 64 first, and then we manipulate back into the file object. So how we are achieving this one, let's see, and we will just little more explain, little more explore this one, that how we are going to do this. Okay, let me console this one and we will check that what it is actually doing. So you see, file reader is doing is, file reader on load, just check getting the files and convert the data into the convert data result dot data into the data set. So if we will check this one, so when we will get the results, and we have to just render as data URL. So in this function, file reader convert the file system object into the base 64 data. If we will check this one, for example, here we have to do this console as data URL element console dot log. This is the whole data that is converting into the base 64. So if you check this one, let me paste it again. For that, let me hard reload this one and we will check this. See, this one basically what we are doing, index 0, index 1, we are arranging the data because we have to send this data to the server. So basically we are get to displaying in the browser, we are just converting it into the base 64 image JPEG, to display it over here. So if you will see this one, this is 259 KB, and in this one it's 272 KB. So this is how the data, images and name, everything is we are storing in the into the local storage. So we can remove or we can add again, we can easily control the data set that is coming from the pasted event. So this is how it works over here, and then we after that we play the slider, so you can switch between the images easily. So okay, next what we will do is, because after we will make finalize everything in the browser, what we will do is we will just final we have the final data after removal, after adding pasting and removing the images. We have the now we have final data and we have to send it to the server. So here if you see that I'm calling the function send to server, and when we will check our model, we already have this button over here, send to server. So what we will do is, here is, we will get all the files and we will loop through, and we will just hide the model because we have to send it to server now. And we will display any, you can use the loader here. For example, you have to use any loader after sending the files to the server. So you can just hide the loader after the ajax call complete. So in here we are just getting the images data as we are storing over here. If you see that local images first, second, third, fourth, so I have to loop through all of them and parse the JSON image data. If not equal to null, I am pushing into the file stream. So if you see that I have already make this file stream array and I'm pushing data into that, and then I'm removing it from the local storage item. So it should not be, when we will come again with the pasting event, so we should not have this image over here in the local storage. So after that I make the farm data event. So for what this farm data event will do, it will take the file stream data and convert back into the file object. This is what this function will do. If you will go here, this will split comma and make this is a regular expression that will take the mimi type and base string and everything, base 64. So it will convert into utf-8 array, and then it will make the file object. Basically, when it will make the file object, you will see the different results in the browser. So let me comment all of them, that